Hey y'all! Welcome to our podcast, The Pretty Ugly Struggle, hosted by Conni Luv and B.Hall. Each week, sit with us as we discuss viral topics, raising kids, relationships, running businesses, and trying to look good while doing it. The mother effing struggle is real. Hey y'all! Welcome to our podcast, The Pretty Ugly Struggle, hosted by Conni Luv and B.Hall. Each week, sit with us as we discuss viral topics, raising kids, relationships, running businesses, and trying to look good while doing it. The mother effing struggle is real.
Yay, yay, yay,
I gotta do that weak ass Millie Wop thing. You think? Oh, that's the wall. Okay, I said the Millie Wop. That's how old you know I am. Wow.
Welcome to another week of the Pretty Ugly Struggle. I'm your girl B.Hall.
And I'm your girl Conni Luv. And it's another week of the struggle.
The motherfucking struggle.
How's it going, boo?
Woo! Let me think. I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna start with my week. Okay. Can I just tell you? Okay, so I'm B.Hall and I am single, if you guys don't know.
And she's taking applications.
Tripping. I'm tripping taking applications. Oh my guys have been tripping. They have been so, I'm not a really emotional girl, but all the guys that I've been meeting and talking to have been so emotional. Like they get so caught up in what you doing, who was you on a date with, and you know I'm single, and you know I'm mingling. Wait your turn, sir. No, it's like they be so in their feelings.
Wow.
I was talking to one guy for like a week and a half, and he's already like, oh gosh. Anyway, he just so emotional. A lot of the guys have been so emotional, so I had to go check and see if it was a full moon because everybody's tripping on me. But I guess that's part of dating. That's my struggle this week. What has been pretty for me? Traveling. I love to travel, and I went a couple of places in the last couple of weeks, and I've just been like, yes, I just need to get away. So I'm really in a good mood now. So how's your week been, love?
It's been okay. What did I do? I went to Copacabana the other night for dinner, which was a good time. It was dope. Food was amazing. I think Drake always talks about it in his music, so I was like, I gotta go check this place out. So that was pretty dope. I think I quit my job today.
Is it pretty or the struggle?
No, because honestly, not to say, okay, let me say how I don't have to work. Like, you know, so my job that I have, I'm a contractor. So I take sometimes it's just financial contracts that are like the money be so good. I'll be like, I'm gonna go, you know, but I didn't have to. Yeah. So it's like certain things, it's like when I get tired or I'm not going to tolerate certain things, it's like, I don't have to tolerate this. Peace out. Like it was that kind of situation. It was like, okay, you know what? I don't like the way you're talking to me. With that being said, I quit.
Who was it?
We have a new, like, I guess you would say he's over the whole, we call him deployments. He's Indian.
He's an Indian male. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think he's Indian. He sounds like an Indian. I've never asked. He looks like an Indian. You know? I mean, and I think it has something to do because everybody calls him rude. And I think it was a culture clash today. Okay. I think he talks to everybody, especially women, any kind of way. And I think that's a little more accepting in their culture. And me and my culture as a Black woman, we're defensive when you talk at us. Especially we don't have to be in that situation. So it's like, you know what? My self-respect and my dignity is so much more than a check or any amount of money that I'm willing to walk away. And I felt like he was trying me. Yeah. I felt like he was trying me. Like I need this job. So with that being said, I'm like,
take what I'm saying because you need this job.
You need this job.
Little did he know.
Yeah. I said, you know what? With that being said, I quit.
Just like that?
Yeah, and I walked out.
Love it. Can I give you
Now, if the owner the owner of the company that I'm working for comes back and says something positive, we might be singing another song. But as of right now, I feel really good about my decision. I'm homesick anyway. I miss my babies. And the contract will be coming to an end very soon, or I was going to leave anyway very soon. So I'm just going a little bit sooner than what I expected.
Yeah. That's that kind of freedom though, when you don't actually need that job.
Yeah.
You don't need that man. You don't need, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. And I'm big on that. So I set my life, I made a lot of sacrifices when I was 18, 19, single mom with kids. I sacrificed a lot to set myself up for where I'm at now at 36, where I have the option to work. I have the option if I want a man for his money and whatever. Like, so, and I still grind hard, even though I don't, like, taking this job was like, okay, I can go make this much amount of money. Let me go do it. That's why I never shit on 9 to 5s. I never shit on, any of those type of jobs. Being an entrepreneur is not always the way. And that shit is hard. And you have your ups and your downs. I am a person that says, get out there and get it multiple different ways.
Yeah.
You don't always only have to be an entrepreneur. You can have a business and run a company and be a CEO of somebody else's company. So I just like to keep my options open. I'm like a Black Jamaican. I have like 50 million certifications and jobs and shit anyway. So
I tell y'all, she's lived like 4, 5, 6 lives. And I was like, yo, we got to get you on the podcast and tell the world.
But anyway, that was my week. So.
Yeah. I'm glad you're coming home, boo. I'm going to book my flight tonight.
Book your flight tonight.
We is going to Atlanta, y'all. Y'all know we go between Atlanta and Dallas when we're recording. Yeah. So we might be in Atlanta next time. You never know. So let's just hop right in. I'm so excited that we're recording today and we got some like amazing news.
Kamala Harris, huh?
Yeah.
Dope. Very, very, very dope.
So Joe Biden has announced his running mate for vice president, and it is Kamala Harris, who is the California senator, and she is I want to say Black and Indian.
I don't know her nationality. I know she's Black.
When I read on it, they said she was Black and I'm gonna say a person of color.
Yeah,
she's a person of color, and she is now going to be the running mate for Joe Biden. So
that is dope. I had said that last week, like if anybody, I think it should be her because it helps him. It gives him a lot of leverage. She challenged him during the debates and now so I feel like they'll have that type of relationship. I don't feel like she would be a yes man or a yes woman. Yeah. I think that she would challenge his thinking and challenge his concepts and he would do her the same. So that's what you need. You need oil and vinegar, and that's definitely that.
Yeah. And also, if he doesn't make it if he is elected president and he doesn't make it the full 4, she is very capable of stepping in and taking charge.
Yeah. And I would trust her. She's done some things like she's in California with some of her policies and things that she signed off on that.
Prosecutor?
Yeah, as a prosecutor. And that I necessarily probably don't promote, but when you think about politics, you have to have some concessions. So I'm sure she probably signed up on some things that she didn't necessarily agree with so we could get something better on the other side. And you people, we don't see that in the forefront, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that, she might have done some things or signed off on some things that I necessarily didn't agree with, but let me look at what she has done that I do agree with. So
yeah, because a lot of people in layman's terms were upset. A lot of Black people were upset because she has locked up a lot of Black men over the years as a prosecutor.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were like booing her, basically.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. They passed a lot of laws that affected the Black community, and like I said, that's why I said that you have to have some concessions. So she might have signed off on this, and also as a woman, I think that when you're in politics, she couldn't probably seem soft, so she had to sign off on this harsh, I think it was like prison sentence terms. She had to be harder in that area than a man could be, because if she doesn't, she would have been considered weak, or so she had to show that she was strong on something. So I kind of, when I look at it like that from the political view of it, I can't say I have a problem with her signing it. You know, I haven't done enough research to be like, this is how many black men it affected, and you know. But sometimes when you know better, you do better.
Black man is screwed up anyway, to be quite honest.
Very much so.
Like the
very much so.
Is fuck. What is it? The 94 crime bill? Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. He was already ahead of Trump as far as like the polls go or whatever, early poll voting or whatever. And so I'm wondering if this will like send him over the top, and we'll go out. Black people will go out and vote for him.
Oh yeah, we will. We will.
Because
we definitely will. That's what I was saying last week. Like, he needed a black woman to get the black vote, because a lot of Well, I'm over that excitement, because he had been announced that he was going to pick a woman. So I'm kind of over that excitement a little bit, because I'm like, I was excited when he first announced it, you know. So now I'm just like, okay, now I'm like, no, he picked a black woman. You know what I mean? History is about to be made, and I'm glad that I'm a part of it. I can say I voted, you know.
Girl. Hey, we rolling. We cooking raw now, baby. We cooking raw.
So we're gonna see what happens, you know. I just hope that it does get black people out and voting, because I know a lot of black people didn't want him as, you know, the Democratic running candidate. But so you know, it is what it is.
Basically, that he needed it. Now that you've said that. Because a lot of people weren't excited about neither one of these candidates that we have to vote for.
Exactly.
So the fact that he has a black woman will make us excited now. Now I get it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And now we're on to the polls, honey. That is dope.
Let's go to the polls, y'all. We gotta vote.
Make sure you vote.
I'm excited.
Vote for somebody, and hopefully it's them.
Not telling you to vote.
I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying. So
speaking of I mean, since we're talking about politics and stuff, let's talk about Mr. Donald Trump signing the executive order to provide an extra $400 a week for unemployment recipients, and also extend student loan relief. Initially, unemployment recipients were receiving $600 extra per week, and now Trump has decided to cut that down just a little bit to $400 per week. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's a good decision as a president. They couldn't come up with an agreement, so he had to make an executive decision. So he made that decision. And it's kind of meeting in the middle a little bit, you know, because like I told you last time, I agree with a little bit of him saying, I'm going to reduce the unemployment bill because y'all got to go back to work. But at the same time, if there is no work, then how are we going to go back to work? Because a lot of the bigger companies, they had to reduce their hours, they had to reduce their manpower, the number of employees, in order to even be eligible, for those relief those relief loans and all of that. So therefore, they're closing several positions so that they can get the free money, you know. So
the businesses want the free money, and the unemployment people want the free.
We want our free money. You gonna give them the free money? Give us ours.
And I don't know if they included that, but I also think the people that are at work, the essential workers, need some extra relief as well.
Yeah, I believe that too, and I think that is actually something that is proposed on the HEALS Act. I didn't see it on the HEROES Act, and the HEALS Act is actually the Republican bill. So I definitely feel like they should get a lot extra. They should get more than $600. If I'm getting $600,
like either 10,000 or 5,000. I can't remember right now, but it was like some thousands that they were.
Was it a one-time payment, or?
Yeah, it was a one-time for that. That amount. Or if you're going to get the 10,000, that was a one-time.
But I also read somewhere that one reason that they weren't giving any relief, like the government didn't give any relief, was because they're giving they're paying the companies more. So the hospitals and the facilities that are hiring these people should be responsible for paying them more, which is true, because I know like nurses that they're going and they're making $10,000 a week for working in New York, you know. So I guess it's kind of compensated.
The owner of the company is paying them more.
Yes. Because again, the hospitals are getting paid more because of the amount of work, you know, cases that they're treating. So then they, in return, are paying a nurse who normally probably might make $30 an hour. They're coming home with $10,000. You know, not saying all of them, but I know like traveling nurses that have went to go work like in New York. They're making that kind of money.
Okay,
like,
okay.
You know,
my mom works in home health, and she ain't receive a nickel more.
And see, and that's where the issue is. So when it trickles down to the smaller companies, you know, the nursing homes and those things like that, I guess they're not considered Corona, COVID-19 like disaster areas. Like, so if you work in a hospital, you actually are dealing with people. Yeah, you're working like in a home health facility, a nursing home, or anything like that. Then you're not actually you're not in a disaster area. You're just being. So I get it, but I don't agree. I do think we should do something for anybody. If LBNs and what? Yeah, you're still an essential worker. So I like the fact also that if you go back to work, if you do go to work, if you were unemployed and you go back to work, you're gonna get some money. So I do like that being proposed as well. So I got mixed feelings about it, but I ain't complaining. Y'all better get that money, honey.
As usual, right? Per usual.
No, I always say fuck the government. Screw. I'm sorry. That was hard. Get what you can out of the government whenever you can get it. Work the system, honey. Because they gonna work you.
Okay. What else you got, boo?
I wanted to talk about how do you feel about, have you listened to Meg and Cardi B's song
today for research purposes, because when everything is so hype, I just don't want to get caught up in the hype.
I'm like that too.
So, but because we were going to talk about it today, I was like, okay, let me go look at this video. I watched it 2 hours ago. It already on YouTube, and it already had 71 million views.
Wow.
Million views on fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
Golly. And then but I'm gonna be there was a lot of controversy regarding the whole song, the visuals and everything. But I will say this, a lot of people agree that the visual is fucking awesome, and I will agree to that too.
See, I haven't watched it. I listened to the song immediately, but I actually hadn't watched the video. Like I've been so busy I hadn't had the time. But I haven't watched the video. I'm looking forward to it. I saw little clips and I saw their looks. I was like, oh, they look bomb.
Girl. It's one of those like old school, what do you call it? Like Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott kind of vibes, like the visuals of it. Even the opening scene when you're coming through a garden.
I saw that one. Yeah.
And there's a fountain of women squatting with they're squirting water at their nipples.
Yeah.
After that, I was already sold. I ain't gonna front. And I kind of like to go against the grain. I'm like, shit. But I'm gonna be honest. Like I was kind of for it. How
do you feel about the song? Like, do you like the song?
I like the song. If I give my honest opinion, I prefer Meg Thee Stallion's verses over Cardi B's verses or whatever. But overall, I think that was a pretty good song. I'm not even mad at it. What you feel?
I like the song. I love the song. I listen to it over and over. It gets you hype. It gets you feeling like. But at 36, I can't really enjoy the lyrics. Like, first of all, it wasn't like major. Like they both done better, you know, as far as their lyrics to me. And then it's just like, you know how I feel about like, damn, why we gotta talk about our pussy and you know, like it's over sexualized. It's just over sexualized, and it's like
Meg and Cardi are sexual. Period.
Yes, they are.
So it's what I expected from them, to be quite honest.
I guess I guess because I'm old now. It made me think about like back in the day, Trina's and Lil Kim's. Like I was 20 and young as hell, like rapping. You don't know now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like super young, rapping this shit. Yeah. And so I was like listening to that song, and it's like, ooh, I'm cringing. Oh, my ears hurt. You know, like, oh, they real nasty. They thought it was some nasty.
I'm gonna have to put it again so I can get the nasty.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. And then I like some of their metaphors.
So as a Black woman, and we're already over sexualized, how do you feel about it coming from that aspect?
From that aspect, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. I just feel like it's a time for everything. I don't like that song being released right now. I feel like
not right now because of
just because of where we are as a people right now. Like we should be uplifting our community a little bit more, especially when we're talking about protect the Black woman. That's like the biggest thing right now. Everybody pushing like protect the Black woman, protect the Black woman. So we got to learn to protect ourselves. Now, for entertainment purposes, I'm all over it. I'm all over it because the song talking shit. Yes, we ain't fucking with no broke niggas.
Say she don't cook, she don't clean, but she still got that ring.
Girl, I mean, that's her. Listen, y'all, don't be listening to Cardi thinking y'all can go get to be just just a pretty ass face and get you a man. But you also gotta understand, Cardi got a whole bunch of money. She ain't gotta cook and clean. She can order a maid to cook and clean for her. So don't you get your broke ass down here talking, I ain't gotta cook and clean. Let me see how far you gonna go. Let me see. I ain't saying that, I'm just saying how far. I don't want your grown ass women. Y'all better know how to cook and clean. That's what's wrong.
Definitely.
How you gonna teach your daughters?
I had Cardi's money, I would still cook because I kind of like to cook and serve my man. But clean, I will.
Don't nobody like to clean up. I don't like to clean up. Like, who likes to clean up?
Therapeutic. I fucking don't.
No, I don't either.
I fucking don't. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest.
I believe in time is money, right? I don't want to waste my time doing things that I don't want to do when I could pay somebody else to do it. They like doing that shit. They want to do that shit. Let me pay them to do that. So if I can have if I can afford a cleaning lady, I'm paying the cleaning lady.
It's not even expensive to have someone come clean your house.
Yeah. And I'm going to use that time where those 3-4 hours to do something productive to make me some money in another kind of way. So men, we don't have to cook and clean. We can hire people who like to do it, actually.
I'm just saying. When I go live, I like to go live, but I don't know if I should go live.
But what do you feel about it? Like, cause you're more of a sexual, like you like that. No, let me just say this,
y'all. Like, let me just give y'all B.Hall real quick. Okay. I am so silly, goofy, always cracking jokes and shit. But like last year, I decided, I was talking to you about it. I was like, I want to be more sexy. Like I have a sexy side and I want to show my sexy side. So have I? You motherfucking right.
Yeah.
You check my Instagram out. You see the sexy B coming out. Okay. I'm gonna just be honest. I really like, and I was working out when I watched the video today, and I was like, I'm cool with it. The only thing I didn't like, yes, it's over sexualized, but I know what I'm getting with Cardi and Meg. They both fine as fuck. And they both spit in bars. They're at the top of their motherfucking game as far as like the rap game. I don't just say men and women as far as like rapping. Like they're at the top of the game, period.
Yeah, take it out. I agree. I definitely agree. The
only thing I didn't like was the fact that what was the purpose of Kylie Jenner being in the video? What's the purpose?
I haven't watched it, but I did hear.
You don't mean Kylie.
But Cardi B said that they reached out to a lot of other, I guess, Instagram famous people. I guess we didn't know who those people were, but another girl, her name is Rosalie, a Hispanic girl that was supposedly so she's in the video. She put the other girl Suki in the video. I saw all these names.
Kylie had the fucking like spotlight. Why not put her in the room? Because what it is, they walking in the hallway, they looking at rooms, like, because there's some hoes in the house. There's some hoes in this different rooms, and they seeing different quote unquote hoes.
Yeah.
But Kylie is walking down the main hallway just like Meg and Cardi.
Oh, like she's not a hoe.
She's okay.
She's not one of the hoes.
Of it. But you looking in the room and you see I'm so sorry, y'all. Normani, I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Wow.
And then the girl you just named, and there's some other people I want to say what's that rapper with the M?
Mulatto, yeah, she was in it too.
Like you looking in rooms, you seeing different women, but they all in the music industry, right?
Yeah.
But then you see this woman, Kylie Jenner, walking down the hallway. What was the purpose? That's all I want to know. What was the purpose? She's not in the music industry. You Meg and you Cardi. Why do you need a fucking Kylie?
I would have to agree with you. What is the point? Do you think they did it? Do you think they did it to, did they add that into the video to show like, because isn't she the one that he was supposedly talking to at the?
Oh, wait. Okay, wait.
With Tory Lanez, right?
Tory Lanez.
Wasn't she the one who she was that they supposedly had to argue about?
She was at the party that they were that Meg and Tory Lanez were at. That's a fact.
So maybe they wanted to make sure.
Song, first off, this is Cardi's song.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, girl. I'm just reaching. I have no idea. You don't know what? I think I'm gonna go listen to some interviews and figure out why, because I'm sure Cardi addresses it. So
yeah, she did a Breakfast Club interview, and I haven't watched that video, but she was given the reason as to why she put Kylie Jenner in the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
But I'm just like, what was the reason? What was the reason?
That's a good question. So let's find that out.
Y'all are two big names already. You didn't need her. So a lot of Black people are like against it. Like they were talking about putting Diane, not Diane Keaton. Who was the lady from How to Get Away with Murder? I'm so sorry, her name escapes me right now. But anyway, they were saying, maybe it is last name is Keating. I can't remember the first name. Anyway, How to Get Away with Murder, and they put her face on Kylie Jenner's body. Dying. Because I don't understand. Hey y'all, I don't understand the reason for putting her in the video.
Yeah. I don't know.
How do you feel about the title, Wet Ass Pussy?
I liked it. Like I said, for entertainment purposes, the song is the jam. And
you did like the song.
Yeah, I like the song for entertainment purposes. Like the shit is the jam. Like you talking shit, talking about how good that nookie is. I can get with that. I'm telling you, I'm in the mirror rapping. I'm in the mirror like, okay, call that nigga a bottom feeder.
Oh my gosh.
You niggas paying tuition and buying houses and
Level up
with this wet ass pussy right here. Now let's be real. All of us ain't got no wet ass pussy, come on, ladies. You know. So with that being said, take care of the vajayjay, ladies. Make sure that thing smell good, look good, feel good.
My vagina.
You know, take care of yourself, honey.
Look, let me tell you.
That's too funny.
I know a lot of people are feeling like, okay, we're Black women, we should be on some next level shit. There are a lot of people that are on next level shit that are Black women, but you also have the women that are like selling sex.
And to each his own. To each his own. Like, do your thing. Now, do I wish that I don't know. I have mixed feelings because I just feel like even with Cardi B and Meg, I feel like they are obviously very smart women because they both got, like, especially Cardi B, she came from the bottom to the top, you know, with no help. She did this with her own grind, and I respect that.
You think she's smart?
I think she has business sense.
Marketing.
Yeah, you have if you got enough common sense to say, you know what, I'm gonna give me a big following on Instagram because I want to be a rapper. You decided you want to be a rapper. You got you a big following on Instagram. Somehow you landed on reality TV. You knew what time to stop and say, you know what, this no longer serves me. Let me move on to some, and then you pop. And you don't pop in a small way. You pop in a major way. You might not be the most book smart motherfucker, but you got some sense enough. You know, she got some, I will say that she has enough sense and she made it that far. If you could turn yourself into a millionaire, you got some sense. Okay. You got some sense. And you didn't do it being over sexualized.
To get what you want. And she used what she had.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm with that. And I because I don't feel like all her music is sexual. She talks shit. She talks shit in her songs, and she talk about like
undertone though. Like,
I mean, of course, we're like at the end of the day, we're women. So a lot of what makes you a woman is that feminine energy, that sexual energy, how soft and you can put it out there, and it's actually pussy is power. Like, let's just be real. So if that's your most powerful asset, ain't you gonna brag on it? You get what I'm saying? Like you gonna talk about it because that's the most powerful asset. That thing make babies. You know what I'm saying? So come on now.
Push out 10-pound babies.
Girl, that thing pushed out them big babies. You know, so it's like it's a powerful tool. So yeah, you're supposed to talk about that. But I do wish that we kind of.
Meg is actually in college.
I think that Meg is super smart. Like she's extremely.
The fact that she did a Nicki Minaj song and now she's doing a Cardi song. How do you feel about that?
She's a Texas girl. And Texas girls, we don't take sides. We loyal to ourselves, and we loyal until you show us something different. And she just her vibe is a Texas girl. Like, bitch, I ain't got no beef until you got some beef with me. And I like the way she put herself in the game to where she's like, I don't have to pick a side. Yeah, I respect both of them. And I want to work with both of them, and I don't have to decide, and I'm not gonna let the people decide for me. So I respect that. I think that was dope.
Respect that. I'm not gonna let the people decide for me. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because she could have easily like, oh, I'm gonna be a Barb fan. I'm gonna be on Nikki's side and only work with Nikki because Nikki longevity. She could have did that, and I'm not gonna ever do it. But she knows I'm loyal to myself and what I believe in, and I fuck with that.
And I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. Like, from when she first entered the game years ago, I was like, who the fuck is this? Because she raps like a Lil Wayne, but she was female. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I like her.
She reminded me of Lil Kim. Like, she was like a less raunchy Lil Kim in the beginning.
Before my time, I didn't really know.
Oh, bitch, I loved Lil Kim.
I didn't really know Lil Kim like that. But then when Nicki, I think it was in high school when Nicki came out, and I was just like,
no.
What? Her mixtapes blew me. But then when she came out, and then I went to go look at like a Lil Kim, I was like, oh yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
That hard raw shit. But then she always paid homage to Texas. The PMC and all our down south people for sure. So I was just like, I like Meg and I like Nicki. Cardi B, I've never been just a fan of hers, but I like.
I be so attracted to people's grind and like their story, that her story, even though I'll be like, sometimes I'll be like, you be doing too much, but her story and her honesty and her rawness makes me be like, okay, I like her. Like, she's just so vulnerable, and it's so hard to get vulnerable people these days because everybody wants to put out a certain perception of who they are. So when a person can be real and raw and vulnerable, like, yeah, I can't talk, I don't speak that good of English. Yeah, I went and got surgery. Yeah, I got my teeth fixed. Like, if you can sit there and say all these things and the world attacking you constantly, I have to big up you. I have to be like, bitch, okay, you know, like so it makes me like you. It makes me like that persona. So
absolutely, I liked her from Love and Hip Hop. I was like, she was funny and she was different and she was fun. Yeah, I was like, okay, I rock with you. And then she tried to switch to the music stuff. At first, I was like, what the fuck you doing? But then when she came out with her music, I was like, okay, bet.
But you know what? Even just thinking right now, talking about these subjects and going over like. Just the future is female, honey. We just talked about a female vice president. We're talking about the most two talked about women in hip hop. People in hip hop right now are two black women. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say the future is female. The future is black women. Like, for real, we killing the game in every aspect of it. The woman leading the revolutionaries right now, Tamika Mallory, shout out to her, a black woman. We doing the political things. I'm like, we really out here doing big things right now. Like, I'm proud. I'm proud of that. And that was another thing with my job today. The way he was talking to me, I was like, I'm a black woman. And I felt immediately defensive. Like, you will not speak to me that way. You will respect me, you know? So I'm just proud to be a black woman right now.
Get the respect you deserve.
Proud of that. Woman. Black queen, man. So shout out to all those queens. We don't even need no what's the name? Pretty girl of the day, because it can go to all of the queens right now, girl. I'm with it. It can go to all our queens.
The fact that we're like all banding together and supporting each other, because they always try to say that we're against each other, we're catty with this, with that, but I'm telling you, like, when you on that next level shit, it ain't about that. Yeah. It's really not about that.
Yeah. But you know what?
Promote that woman.
Promote that woman. But you know what happens? It begins to be a conversation of like you versus me, kind of like how I was like, even in our conversation, I'm like, well, how do you feel? Because you're more sexual, you know, or more in tune with your sexuality. Me, I'm more, you know, like, nope, I'm covering up. You gotta like me for my mind.
Offense, you said I'm more sexual. Yeah. I am more sexual.
Yeah, but it kind of starts to divide our community, because we'll, just like the big conversation is, okay, they're talking so much about sex, so a lot of women are like, I'm not with that, and women are offended. I was listening on the radio and some women were calling in, was like, we shouldn't be promoting this to our Black girls and da 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 da. And which is another conversation, because you shouldn't be allowing your daughters to look at famous people as their inspiration anyway, in my opinion. But that's another conversation. But it just makes you see that, like, listen, this is not a time for us to be divided because of what we believe in as individuals. We have to focus on the one commonality that we have, which is that we are Black and we are women. So we all are facing some of the same struggles, instead of kind of like, well, you got an OnlyFans account and I look down on you or whatever. Like, girl, no, because queens got wet ass pussies too. I can be a queen that walk and talk with my hair natural and all of that and Black pride, but bitch, I still got a wet ass pussy, so I know I can go rap that song too. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, why can't you be both, or why can't you just still love her even though her values are different?
So her life choices differ from yours.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. That's how I feel. But that's kind of how I live my life. I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm a positive person for the most part, and I try not to judge people for their choices unless they're harming themselves or harming others. It's okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Like, I be thinking, like, me personally, when I leave my house, I live in a community of basically of Indian people, which are fully clothed Muslims for the most part. And I walk out in some skimpy clothes with my heels on and my cute little pink traveling bag. And I know they're thinking like she's a high price escort. And I don't give a fuck. I'm like, okay, if that's what you think, then think it. I don't give a damn. Like, I love me at the end of the day. I love me. But I said that to say, like, stepping into being more feminine, being a Black woman, leveling up your life. Like, we don't have to be so strong. We don't have to be so independent that we aren't even seen as women anymore. We're seen as like almost men. Like, there was this like whole thing about like Michelle Obama being a man, like,
yeah.
Man, I'm just like,
well, that was the narrative that the narrative that the white man tried to create. The reason they tried to create that was because how can a woman, especially a Black woman, be that strong and powerful and statuesque?
Let's not forget elegant.
Yes, like
intelligence.
How can a Black woman do that? She has to be a man. Like, it's impossible for a Black woman to be that graceful and smart. So I don't even like to entertain those type of conversations. Like, I
see Black women like perpetuating that shit, like bringing that shit.
That just shows their insecurities. Like, that just shows your insecurities. There have been moments in my life where I've been extremely insecure as a woman, and that's part of the struggle of being a woman. And people look at you like, you got your shit together. You're a pretty attractive woman. So how can you, what's going on? Like, why wouldn't you, how could you be insecure? But it could be anything, like, you can be I could be insecure because I'm not as sexual. I don't tap into that feminine sexual energy, but I'm looking at all my girlfriends, like I can have my own insecurities, I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Somebody is at my door and they want me outside.
Okay. In the meantime, like, I don't like, there was this part of me that was so like silly and goofy that I did it.
I gotta go. I'm so sorry. I'm so freaking sorry. Listen, that was real life. That was like my neighbor and some ladies I work with, like, go you. We're so proud of you for standing up for us. Like, I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. I'm like, they won't stop knocking. I know they hear me talking.
Hell yeah.
So that's dope.
That's support.
That's dope.
Support.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about. Are they Black?
Yes, they're Black.
Amen.
They are Black. Which is the craziest thing. It's like 50 of us who work in there. It's only 2 white people. Well, it's 4 white people, and all of them are in charge. One white person works on the level of us.
Yeah.
Everybody else is black.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all.
So interesting. That's so interesting. So it's already very uneven over there.
But anyway, like we were saying though, it's like some things I don't even like to entertain. So when people say certain things like that, I don't like to be another person that pushes that energy out. And it was kind of like how I felt about Nick Cannon. Okay. Nick Cannon, I don't like him saying, "Oh, I'm a vote for Kanye because we need another black man." No, I would prefer it be a black man because I believe in a black man. But no, we need a good president, regardless of what their ethnicity is. Now, do I want it to be a black man because I believe in a black man, but not Kanye West?
Are you taking Kanye West seriously?
No, that's why. That's my point. Why even announce that when he has such a big following? And his following are millennials. So you got to watch what you say when you're in that position. Like, why would you even say that? Now you're going to put it in somebody's head that maybe I should just vote for Kanye West.
Because he black.
Does nothing but take away from the black vote. I mean, from the Democratic vote. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some stuff, let's just not even entertain it. Let's not repeat it. Let's not, like, why are you even talking about it?
No fucking comment. No fucking comment.
Yeah, like, nah, I'm not gonna entertain that. Yeah, and I'm a very big Nick Cannon fan too. And
I know.
Disappointed.
I know. Can I just say that Conni Luv looks so cute today?
Well, thank you.
So cute.
My hippie vibes today.
The last time you were covering up your face with that hat and stuff, it was cool. But the bandana, the necklaces. Matter of fact, we both have on black today.
That's always. We always on the same level. Up.
I love it. She looks so cute today. You guys should follow us.
You make me feel like I don't be looking cute any other days. Is that what you're trying to say?
I prefer your face.
Well, you know I'm a hat girl, so you're gonna catch me with a ball cap on. You're gonna catch me with a fedora on. You're gonna catch me with
some hat lines here in a minute.
Yeah. That's coming. It's coming. It's supposed to be a secret. I wasn't ready to announce that yet, but it's coming.
It's coming. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm saying even just for like Pretty Ugly Struggle, we're gonna come with hats.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
We both love hats, but okay, kind of love her own shit going too. Okay. But. No, fuck, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. I forgot. But anyways, as far as like Nick Cannon, I wish he wouldn't have came out and said that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, just chill. You already in some hot water, ain't you? Chill. Chill. Let's hop into B's bit of business right now. B's bit of business is where I just talk about business things or whatever. We talk about business things. And this week's bit of business is the fact that Trump could possibly be banning TikTok.
I'm not entertaining that. Are you really entertaining that?
Like, no, I'm entertaining it only because this is not an American company, and also because I kind of like TikTok. I haven't posted any videos recently, but I actually like TikTok. It's so fun and so funny to me. And I love how creative people are on TikTok. But since the ban has been announced, Instagram has come up with their own version of TikTok. Instagram is known for stealing fucking different apps and shit, different
ideas,
tech ideas and shit. Like they stole the stories thing from, what was it?
Snapchat?
Yeah, Snapchat. Yeah. They stole that from Snapchat and kind of like.
Is that stealing or is that just good business?
I think it's stealing. It could possibly be, it could be both. Two things can be true.
So, because like, let's say I make bread. If I make bread and you make bread and you say, you know what? I think I can make bread better. I'm going to come out with B's bread.
This is why I think it's stealing, because even though you make bread, you make it differently than me.
And it's different on Instagram.
It's different, but not as good, to be quite honest. Like, I'm going to say that, but I feel like it's different, but because Instagram went to Snapchat first and was like, hey, I would like to buy blah 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 blah, and Snap was like, nah, we good over here, and then Instagram was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take your shit anyway. That's why I feel like it's stealing.
I think that just sounds like good business to me.
It's stealing ain't good business.
Yeah. Okay, it can be both.
It can be both. Me as B.Hall, like, I've never downloaded Snap. I've never wanted to get Snap. It's never been in my mindset to get Snap. But I've always been on Instagram. Instagram is my social media is Instagram. I don't really do shit else. So when they introduced stories, it was like, okay, bet. From what I understood, it wasn't as good as Snap, but it was still cool for me.
Now it's getting better.
All in one app.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then, so now they have this new thing called Reels, Reels, to where it's exactly like TikTok. I don't think I'm going to get into it, but a lot of people are. Like, I've seen some shit. Basically, all they're doing is moving their TikTok shit to Reels.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen.
Why wouldn't you do it? Because you were doing the TikTok thing. So why wouldn't you bring it over?
Because I don't like the idea of it. I'm just like, I kind of liked having a TikTok separate.
Yeah, something to go off of. Yeah. Yeah,
because like Instagram, the Instagram algorithm fucking hurts my brain. It's fucking disgusting. So I liked having a TikTok to where I can go over there and I can, if I like something or comment on something, they're only showing me that type of video. They're only showing me like black shit. I never knew about all the white people that was over there tripping because that was my vibe. And so now when you go to like Instagram Reels, they're showing you some of everything. It was like, no, I like it more customized. Yeah. I like having it separate.
Yeah.
So me personally, I'm not going to get into Reels, but hey, a lot of people are, and go for it.
It's cool. Know how I feel about all that social media. It's like,
fuck it.
Yeah.
Try to like put some shit because I be doing the Instagram shit and it feeds.
So when y'all be seeing them comments and shit, they be hurt. And don't be me. I ain't fucking with it.
Still pictures from her Instagram from 18 months ago. It's like, do you like this? Is it okay?
Listen,
this girl don't post shit.
I really don't post, and to be honest with you, I don't really even take pictures like that. Like I have to, I'm wanting to start, but like I gotta start taking pictures, especially when I think I'm cute or something. But I don't even take pictures, and I was like, people don't even know how I dress. People don't know what I really do, because I only give you clips, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dedicate to trying to do more.
Me some pictures, so I
don't take none. I don't got none to send you. I don't have any to send you.
I have gotten more into taking pictures because I have the clothing boutique, so I'm my own model for the small through large. So I have got to start getting comfortable in front of the camera. So I'm like, okay, but and even before the boutique, I would always do like little snippets, but it's always like face shots. I'm like doing little goofy ass shit. But now I have to learn how to pose and this. And I was like, when I met with a professional photographer, I was like, I don't know how to pose. I am not a model. You have to walk me through each motherfucking step. And he's like, I got you.
And for me, I grew up, to be honest, if y'all don't know this about me, I was a professional. I was a professional model, like for real. Like my day rate when I was 12 years old was like $700 a day. So I did it until I was like 19. I had my daughter. Yeah. So I've been in those environments. Now it's completely different. Being a model, being Black, and Instagram, all these social media things, they've just opened the world for us to do whatever the hell we want to do. Mm-hmm. But being in those environments, I was usually always the only Black girl, you know, and if I had a group shoot or something, they never knew how to do my hair. So I had to become comfortable in front of a camera, even when I wasn't comfortable with the look. And I hated being scrutinized because of the way I looked. Mm-hmm. I hated that somebody had so much power to pick me for something just because beauty is fleeting, you know, and if that is all that I have to offer, or that's the only reason you're hiring me, I could never get that concept. Even as a 17-year-old girl, I couldn't get that out of my head. Like, is this all I have to offer? I've always wanted to be like, I can offer so much more than a pretty face, you know, and it made me feel some type of way that you're looking at pictures and you're literally calling me ugly in my face, like, oh, that one's ugly, and you know, or you know that one's unattractive, or you shouldn't turn like that, don't do that. And it made me feel like I definitely knew that someday I wasn't going to always look like this. So when I look like this, I never thought about making it a professional career, because it was a professional career, but actually taking it further. Like I had opportunities to go to Paris when I was 15, and you know, all those things, but it was just, I never wanted to be judged or anything based off of something that could go away.
Yeah.
I could get a scar in the middle of my face tomorrow, and am I still as beautiful to the eye of the beholder, you know, that person, or the person who gets to choose, or, you know, so again, and then I always tell my daughter, beauty is fleeting. Have something more to give than the way you look. And I think that's my love-hate relationship with social media. We're being judged off the way we look, the perception that we give of, and that's the part I can't get with. That's why it's hard for me. And I think it's because it stems from when I was way younger, you know. For me, it's like, listen, yeah. So I don't try to, I don't look down on anybody who does it. You know, that's your avenue. I wish that I could, because it's not a lack of confidence. It's just like, I ain't that interested in the way I look to show the world the way I look every goddamn day. I think it's so vain. Like,
Conni would be like, all you do is post like selfies.
I don't even like to follow bitches who just post selfies. I think that's stupid. Like, bitch, okay, you look like you looked yesterday. You just got on purple eyeshadow today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to follow you if the only thing you post is pretty pictures and sexy pictures. Does nothing for me. Niggas like it. Men like it, but it don't do shit for me.
And so that was my thing when I talked to Conni Luv last year about am I too loud? I feel like I'm loud. About like bringing more of my sexy side about I was like, I don't know how the women are going to feel, because I have a pretty even amount of males and females that follow me. I was like, I don't know how the females are going to feel about me showing my sexy side. And she's like, so what? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you do it. You know, I'm looking at you like, I feel like we women have a natural sexy. You're effortlessly sexy. Like, I feel like we have a natural sexy, so we don't have to do, well, most women have a natural sexy. So you don't have to do anything to make yourself look sexy or bring out your sexual energy, because you can be looking a certain way and you're sexy and you don't even know it.
Yeah,
that's what's sexy to me, when it's like a natural glow. Like, anybody, because we see it all the time on YouTube, the ugliest girl, the most, I hate that word, y'all, so I never try to use it, the most unattractive female that can get on here and make herself look like beauty queen of the week. So you take pride because you can make yourself look pretty? No. You need to have a pride because it's a natural inside beauty in you, and you love that inside beauty, and it just naturally glows. Yeah. I think beauty comes from within, personally, because you can be so pretty but so nasty that you're ugly. Nothing about you is attractive.
Ugly.
You know, so
there's a lot of women like that are so into themselves, but you're disgusting.
Yeah. And again, I'm a
really are. They're like, oh no, I'm not interested.
I'm big on the energy too. So I feel like if you have ugly energy, then you're not, that's why I tell people the name of the podcast, sometimes they're like, y'all talking about being pretty? No, it's pretty. We're not using it in the descriptive word as for the way someone looks. You know, we're talking about like,
who are you?
Beauty in the struggle, like finding the goodness in something, the righteousness in this struggle, this life that we're living. It's not about the physical attributes at all, because again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because you think you pretty, bitch, you might not be.
But if you find us pretty, that's cool too.
Oh, you okay with that? You're okay with that?
My personality shines way brighter than the outer. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. And so when I'm like showing my silly, goofy side, like, men like my personality. Like, yeah, they like my smile and shit like that too. But men like my personality more than anything.
Do you feel like your beauty draws them in, or your personality draws them in?
It depends. In person, yes, I feel like my beauty draws them in. But like on Instagram and social media, I feel like my personality, because I show so much personality on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, but in person, it's like, oh, she got a nice body, oh, she cute, or she dressed nice or whatever. And that's what draws them in. But then when they get to know me, they're like, okay, I like her.
Yeah.
She gonna fuck. And I like that part. Because personality, I feel like that's what's going to keep them interested.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to keep me interested in you as a man. That's what's going to keep me interested in you. Like, because I don't really like just a pretty ass nigga or whatever, very handsome ass nigga. Like, oh, we're not using that word no more?
Yeah, we're not using that word.
That pretty ass guy. Like, your personality means so much more, because I want to be your friend first anyway. You know what I'm saying? So do our personalities match? So I'm meeting all these emotional ass guys. I'm like, we don't match. that's a red flag. I'm out. You worry too much about the wrong thing. Not emotional, because I like emotional people because it brings out the emotion in me. But when you worried about the wrong thing and we're not even on that level yet, that's what I'm out on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm out on. But okay, so that's our show.
I think that's it for today. I'm actually pretty tired tonight, y'all. My eyes on. But that's it for today. I think we announced.
Pretty girl, do you have a pretty? You have.
I told you all these women that we talked about today. Black women, y'all doing y'all thing. Meg, Cardi, Kamala Harris. I hope I'm pronouncing her wrong name right. I hate
Kamala. A lot of people just we know.
You know what I'm saying, and I think that that's super dope. So we'll give them and her like.
And let me just say this too. As far as like a pretty boy, there are so many black men that are big up in black women that we don't talk about. Yeah. Everybody always talking about we against each other or they don't protect us. There's a lot of black men that are protecting us.
Yeah.
So those black men that are protecting the black woman, you are the pretty boy of the week. Yes. We appreciate you. Keep doing what the fuck you doing.
Yes, keep doing it.
DM us, email us, do that at theprettyuglystruggle@gmail.com.
Please do, y'all. We
about you.
Yes, we do. Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you all for tuning in this week. I'm your girl, Conni Luv.
And I'm your girl, B.Hall. Catch you next week.
Bye.